The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Hi guys, long time no see. How you doing? Good? Okay. So recently, I was looking for a headphone and I had my eyes on the Edifier W820NB. Just when I was about to buy the W820NB headphone, I discovered an upgraded version which just got released in my country not too long ago, and it only cost 20 extra. So it must be fate that brought me and this headphone together. Without any further ado, let's get started. So, what is the difference between the normal version and the Plus version? You guys might have known the old version support high-res audio, but look at this, see that? It's wireless. Over here, same shit, you still got 49 hours of battery life without ANC, but at least you got a Plus beside the model name. And yeah, this thing is no longer Bluetooth 5.0, it is 5.2 now. That explains why you get extra 4 hours of ANC usage compared to the old one. Battery saving. It also comes with a new chip. They also upgraded the ANC depth, which can cancel more noises now, from negative 38 decibels to negative 43 decibels. Nice. Besides, this thing also supports LDAC codec, which means higher quality sound data transmission. Previous model only support ACC and SBC codec, which is actually good for most people. But to be honest, if your Bluetooth connection sucks, whether it's LDAC, ACC, SBC or other C, it all becomes trash. Now, it's time for the unboxing. Okay, so the W820NB Plus model comes with a new set of color, and I got myself the green one because it is my favorite color. This Plus model cost about RM260, but I got it for RM220 because it was on promotion. Inside the box, you will get an Edifier paper, a user manual, a 1.2 meter USB-A to C cable, and lastly, the W820NB Plus headphone. These are the things you can find in the box. Now, it's time for the review. Starting off with the design, I think this thing is quite minimalistic. It has a logo printed on the sides, and their microphones for ANC are also placed on the sides of the ear cup. As for the button, they are all located on the right side along with the charging port, LED indicator, and voice microphone. So it is very easy to navigate with just one hand. Besides, they also added some shape on the buttons so that user will know what buttons they are clicking. However, this thing is not foldable, so get yourself a case and a bigger bag to bring this headphone with you. Overall, I think this headphone is pretty well designed. Would be better if it is foldable. Moving on to the build quality, this thing is fully made with plastic, so it is pretty lightweight. Despite being fully made with plastic, this headphone feels quite solid on the hands. As you can see, it does not sound hollow at all, and the whole plastic body has a matte finish. So it is safe to say that this headphone does not feel cheap on the hand. As for the band extender, I think they are doing just fine. It doesn't feel very loose nor very tight. Now for the buttons, they are made out of rubber, and the clickiness is quite satisfying. Notice that they even put a rubber pad on this part to prevent the ear cups from colliding with the frame, creating unpleasant noises when you have this thing on your head. They are very thoughtful about that. Build quality? Okay. Now, let's talk about the comfortability of this headphone. The cushions are made from memory foam, so it is perfectly fine for those who wear specs. The headpad on the other hand uses soft sponge instead of memory foam. But to be honest, that doesn't really matter to me. So, comfortability? Okay. Now, it's time for the ANC and ambient test. To be honest, I don't usually have the habit of listening to music when I'm outdoors because I don't want to die at such a young age. But for the sake of this video, I have no choice but to risk my precious life walking out from my house and test this out. So after the life-threatening test, I think it did a pretty great job at cancelling the white noises around me, but I still can hear traffic noises at a reduced noise level. As for the ambient mode, the sound produced does not feel artificial at all. It basically makes you feel like there's nothing covering your ears, blocking your sense of awareness to the surrounding. So with that, you can hear what's going on around you while having your headphone on. For this price point, the ANC and ambient performance did better than I expected. Now, it's time for the mic test. This is a mic test in a quiet environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. This is a mic test in a very noisy environment. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Now, let's talk about the sound quality. If you watch my previous video, the Edifier X3 review, I did mention that I'm quite a bass person as I listen to a lot of violent bass music. In all honesty, I think the bass on this headphone is kinda underwhelming. I would describe this as a lack of punchiness. I was expecting more because this thing has a big ass driver built in, but don't get me wrong, this thing still can create decent bass wave that gives my eardrum a massage. It's just that I was expecting it to be more powerful. Personal preference, you can put it that way. Moving on to the mids and treble, they perform really good. A lot of extra details like the instrument that I failed to notice back then can be heard right now. So the high res on this thing is no joke. Now, let's talk about the battery. My normal usage is around 2 to 3 hours daily with ambient mode on, and it can easily go for an entire week without charging. Do take note that the USB A to C cable can be used for both charging and wired music listening. Battery performance? Good. Now, let's talk about the app support. From here, you can select whichever mode you want. You got no mode, ANC mode, and ambient mode. The Edifier app has 4 audio modes. First mode, classic mode. It has little bass and the mid feels a bit low. Second mode, pop mode. This is my favorite because it has the biggest bass boost among other modes. As for the mid and high, they are okay. Third mode, classic mode. This mode has okay bass while the mid and high are high. Fourth mode, rock mode. The bass boost is decent, but the mid and high are high enough to make me stop listening to rock music. This app also has a game mode. It is a mode that makes the chip in this headphone work harder to ensure lower latency. As for the high-res wireless, they are disabled in default, so to turn it on, just select this, turn this thing on, do this, do that, on this, tap it.
Hi.
They also have this useless soothing sound, which I don't think I will use it. So what this soothing sound do is, it has a lot of pre-recorded ambient sound. You can select whichever you like. That all the good review, this thing have bad stuff too. Let's talk about it. Notice that I didn't mention anything about the durability in the build quality section. This is because this headphone is made completely with plastic and has no metal structure support, so the durability is questionable. I saw some other YouTubers twisting this like spaghetti, but at the same time, I also saw people who bought this online have it broken into 2 pieces. So please handle it with care. Next, after using this for 2 months, I noticed that the clamping force will drop because this thing will lose its elasticity over time. Remember this? After 2 months of usage, it becomes like this. Aside from that, I saw some people commenting on the volume on this headphone is very low. And I found out that the issue is actually on your device operating system. As you can see, when my Android phone is at max volume, I only hear a bit of sound coming out from my headphone. This can be solved when you crank up your volume on the headphone. You can think this as double volume slider. For iOS devices, your volume slider tells you exactly what volume you are at based on the headphone's maximum supported volume. Same goes to Windows. Besides that, I also noticed something odd about this headphone. I believe that whether or not this headphone is in noise cancellation mode, ambient mode, or neither of them should not be affecting the quality of the sound. In this case, I found out that it sounds better with noise cancellation or ambient mode on. The bass are noticeably richer and bouncier. When these modes are off, you can feel that there is a decrease in the audio quality. So this is something that you guys should be checking out when using this headphone. I would recommend you guys to use this headphone in either ambient mode or with noise cancellation mode on for better audio quality. Otherwise, the sound is kinda Next, when I'm using this wirelessly for gaming, the game sounds nice, the music playing in the background sounds nice, but everything gets cut off when you are in a call. This only happens when you are using it wirelessly. It works fine when it's wired. I can have the background music playing, the game sound can be heard, and I can even have a wonderful call with my imaginary friends at the same time. Lastly, there is no customizable equalizer in the app, which is kinda disappointing because I thought the app will pack with lots of useful features. Now, it's time for the conclusion. Hi guys, if you are still watching, thank you very much for your support. So, generally speaking, I still think this headphone is worth to try, especially for those who want to try out ANC headphones or just want to use it casually. In my opinion, this headphone is suitable for everything like music listening, movie watching, study, casual gaming, and even traveling. However, if you are an audiophile, I don't recommend you to buy this because it lacks of customization. Alright guys, that's all my thoughts on this Edifier W820NB Plus headphone. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you find this video informative, and leave a comment if you want to say hi to me. I will see you guys again on the next video. Bye bye.